morale in every sector. Because these officers are doomed when they do, they are doomed when they don't. They are like goalkeepers. No matter how many goals they are able to stop from, their opponent from scoring, people will remember that one particular incident that the ball passed through, whether it's by accident or by design. And that is why the officers sometimes face a lot of challenges. Right from their salary, back to their workstations, frustrations from their families and everything. There are so many things that the officers go through. But I'll single out now that we have senior officers, and I didn't really hear any of them speak about it, especially on our stations. We have a challenge of strength, big one. A station, I don't know whether somebody spoke, but you get a station, a large station that covers a huge area of jurisdiction, has got very minimal officers. But I'm happy that there is recruitment that is going to happen in another 2 or 3 weeks, which will cap that. But when you do that, Waziri, please remember the area of Kisii. It is largely understaffed. Largely understaffed. And you can see, like a village slum, overly populated, So we really need such. 2, mobility. There is a challenge of mobility in our stations. I think my OCS in one of the stations is here and can tell you, I have seen several times they are pushing their vehicles along the way, and sometimes we rescue them. And really embarrassing, and it's not really a very good situation. When I get back to the question of morale, Waziri, these officers did a very good job to curb the large protests that were witnessed in this country sometimes last year. If I remember well, and because of the network within the service, in the last regime, there is what we used to call unknown allowance for the officers. If that can actually be seen for these officers, it will boost their morale so much. They know what I mean, so I think, yes. But again, there is a growing lack of coordination there now, and this is the challenge, between Ngao officers and the police service. It's largely attributed, Waziri, to now the autonomy of the police service. And you find the DC is chairing a security meeting, but the OCPD could be having a larger AIE than now that DC. If there is a way that coordination can be done, that they are harmonized in either side, so that there is utmost respect. Because I have seen myself, Waziri, a chief from my area, and I'm sure the chief is here, being dragged by a constable from the crowd, to end a statement. And he was holding a barasa. An old man left with 2 years to retire, And the good thing is that I was in that area, and I engaged the officer. I told him, really, you can't do this. You could summon this officer, because how then do you want this guy to even summon or to call the baraza tomorrow? People will not respect him. That needs to be harmonized. There is a disconnect. And I must agree with what some chief said here, where sometimes a chief arrests, we have a few elements within the police service. A chief arrests a drunkard, takes them to the station, anarudishwa na yeye. Officer anasimama hapa anamwambia rudi. Enda tafuta njia nyingine, ama anamweka ndani kidogo, then anamwambia huyu unajua chief haona akili. Wacha it is embarrassing sometimes. This is sometimes very embarrassing. But more importantly, within the service, again, the challenge that we have again, please reintroduce refresher courses for the police officers. Some of the police officers, especially the junior ones, because they can hardly go to the ranges. The last time they went or they shot, they used a gun is when they were in college. And some mistakes that are done, they cannot actually eye the bullseye, because they've even forgotten to use sometimes those serious armories that have actually come lately. So we need to think through that line. And finally, to the officers, there is a new world order, like you know. There is the question of AI, artificial intelligence. Please also acquaint yourself to the current facts that crimes are being organized within the space. And as we even think through that line, even as they talk about mobility, I think it's about time that also government gives the security officers maybe these gadgets, like you can smartphones and something like that, so they can be able to acquaint themselves to the AI and within the system.
Thank you.
Ya mwisho kabisa nimemaliza waziri, ni kusema ya kwamba unajua area yangu hii ya Etago na Gucha South, watu waache kuita hiyo area hardship. Hata ukipandishiwa unapelekwa huko. You know they say from the county, from the region, wewe nitakutuma Etago. Kwani Etago iko namna gani? Kila mtu akisema nitakutuma Etago. Etago is where I come from. That is my home. I am the majority whip. Please. Hiyo sio area ya kupeleka watu ati unapata walevi ndio wamejaa huko. Watu mtu wa ofisa ametumwa kutoka sijui hapa town ati amekuwa mlevi, sasa anapelekwa Etago. Mimi nikipita napata ofisa. That is very bad. So I think that is it. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Asante sana mheshimiwa. Now proceed RC.
Thank you, sir. Ngetich, please.
Our guest of honor, sir, the CS Interior, our DIG, who is also a friend of police officers, regional police commanders, county police commanders, all protocols, hamjambo. My name is Eli Ngetich, Sub-County AP Commander, Kisii Central. Sir, let me start by appreciating the opportunity that you are giving us in terms of coming to this Jukwaa ya Usalama, for that we can discuss issues pertaining security. Two is to affirm and reaffirm our commitment as APS fraternity in fighting crime within Kisii, and say we will not relent until that is achieved. Three, let me respond to your question that you posed to us. And you said, what will we do in Kisii to fight issues to do with robbery, issues to do with major crimes? And I'm proposing, if possible, that we engage a team, and maybe you can call Rapid Crimes Response and Action Team within Kisii, to follow up on every crime that is reported and be able to deliver their reports within 3 months. I believe we'll be able to move forward in that manner. Housing, Kisii Central, part of our houses were built in pre-independence era. You can imagine. And to date, nothing has been done. Those houses have been declared not fit for officers. Yet we still live there. We kindly request, sir, if possible, through the affordable housing program we put up, because we have a land. On motor vehicles, Kisii Central, we have 2 unserviceable. If they were serviceable, we would be performing much more better. How I wish, sir, that we respond to that, and you accord us the opportunity to have other vehicles for us to be able to respond to issues very fast. A colleague of mine talked about involving digital space on security management. In Kisii, we have what we call Backstreet in town. We also have Kisii University, and called Kisumundogo. A lot of crimes happening there. If you can be able to engage digital platform, where even the county police commander sitting in his office can be able to tell what is going on, I believe we'll be moving a step further. On matters personnel, yes, but the issue is, where did the rain start beating us? By not recruiting at some point. I suggest, if possible, that does not miss an opportunity to bring officers on board each and every year. That way, our numbers will be sufficient for us to move forward. As I end, sir, the issue of land rights and land issues are so emotive. We have lands in Kisii belonging to National Police Service, basically the APS, in Nyamache, in Kisii Central, in Etago, in Masaba South, but we have not processed them. Kindly, sir, if you can support us to process them and own them, I believe in future we'll be having spaces to be able to develop. With those few remarks, let me end and say thank you very much, and may God bless you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ngetich. We now move to the prison, and I would like to invite Madam Jane Oyo, SSP, to address the gathering.
Our CS, Ministry of Interior and Coordination of National Government, all protocols observed. Good afternoon. SSP Genoyo, standing in for Kisii Command. Kisii Command has 2 prisons. Some people were asking me if there's a women prison. We have Kisii Men and Kisii Women. So today in the morning, our population was 1,700 inmates and 13 children, accompanying their mothers into prison, sir, against staff population of 546, sir. So allow me to appreciate the uniforms that the officers received. You said that we are smart, but Kisii prison officers are smarter than these people here, sir. And the uniforms, sir, was stitched by our own inmates, and they are fitting. I think if you can see my county commander, county prisons commander, is there, sir. He's very smart. Thank you, sir. The officers also appreciate, sir, promotions that we have experienced throughout the rank. In Kisii Command, I think there's no old officer without a rank, sir. And that has boosted their morale so much. They've also appreciated the salary increment. We received information from, official information from our head office that we'll get something, sir, very soon. And we don't take it for granted. Sir, Kisii prison has been calm. We don't have any incident, no escape. This is due to various rehabilitation programs that we have. And you find that the officers are with the inmates throughout the day. And then we also have good coordination and collaboration, sir, with the multi-agency team that enable us to operate well, sir. Apart from that, sir, I just want to mention 2 or 3 challenges. One is housing. So majority of the staff from Kisii Command are residing outside. And then there's a building that prison staff contracted house. It has 60 units, sir. It's 70% complete. We are requesting if it can be completed, sir, so that some officers can move in. We'll appreciate. The population, sir, as you've been told, is 1,700. That's not a small number, against 546, sir. We are requesting, sir, we be provided with CCTV, sir, so that, and metal detectors, sir, to enhance our security. Officers are also requesting, sir, that their medical cover be comprehensive. Yes, sir. Despite those few challenges, sir, the officers are committed and they are playing their role as per the mandate of the institution. Thank you, sir.
Makofi kwake. So next I will invite Mr. Etiang, SP Etiang, who is the sub-county CIO for Kisii Central. Welcome, Mr. Etiang.
Our chief guest this afternoon, Honorable CS for Interior. With utmost respect, allow me to align myself with the protocols already established. I'm George Etiang, Sub-County Criminal Investigations Officer, Kisii Central. First and foremost, Honorable CS, I want to take this opportunity to thank you very much for finding time from your busy diary to come and talk to us and listen to us on issues that affect us. Many issues have been talked and I will not repeat them, but I will just pass very fast across them. The issue of motor vehicles. Kisii County has 11 sub-counties and only 6 sub-counties have motor vehicles. 5 do not have motor vehicles. So we are forced to share these motor vehicles, and as a result of sharing, the fuel gets depleted even before 20th of the month, and we have to wait until the month begins for us to address operational issues that we ought to have addressed when all the sub-counties had vehicles. So we appeal that at least the other sub-counties are furnished with the motor vehicles. Number 2, we operate in old buildings which were built more than 50 years ago. The roofs are leaking, And sometimes when even statements are being recorded and it is raining, the rain rains to the officers and the people who are our customers, that is. So by extension, even service delivery is affected. The area member of parliament allocated some funds to us. That's more than 1 year ago. But the CDF office has been taking us left, right, center. But because he's here, I'm sure he'll be able to push that agenda. Number three, we have the issues of politicians in this county infiltrating the transport sector, especially the border sector. We have one faction allied to this politician, the other borders are allied to another politicians. So whenever there are political campaigns, we always witness very ugly confrontations, bloody confrontations. But whenever they have occurred, we have always handled them very firmly and fairly.